welcome to Darzzr on Crater City. We've had a bit of a pause because I've been waiting for Optifine to come out for 1.7, but of course it hasn't yet, so I thought, well, let's just go for it. I've been quite busy on Area 51, as well as exploring the surroundings. Now we have 1.7. We have now found a mesa and found a mushroom island, but I haven't been to either of those yet. I didn't really manage to find anything other than a couple of flower forests, but you've probably noticed a couple of new things. Well, I did find covered forest. Is that what they call it? Covered forest, black forest, can't remember. I brought back some dark wood saplings, some dark oak saplings, and I've set those up. I decided it might be an interesting little project to have one of each different type of tree in here, because they'd obviously, in Area 51, they might for some reason do tree studies. I don't know. I mean, I know that Area 51 is air related, but I decided, well, I think we've pretty much decided that it's going to be just anything that we can possibly say is sort of shadowy research will go on here. This is the UFO! How could you miss it? It's crashed. It had always crashed. That was always going to be the plan. Made a netherrack so I can have it on fire. There we go. Now, I don't know if you can hear it. You can hear the flames, yes, but I don't know if I get close enough. You can see in the cracks in the front. Can you see? Can you hear? Not yet. It's not performing for me. It's typical. As soon as I start recording, it's not going to do its job. Anyway, in the end, because while we were doing this, we didn't have the creative world running, I just worked it out mathematically, really, how big it should be in terms of the fact I was doing it on the diagonal and plotted out the circle myself. I don't use these circle drawing programs. I work it all out myself. I think it's more interesting, to be honest. It gives you a lot more flexibility and control. Now, what I'm trying to hear is, of course, the spawner. I'm going to take the chance and hop inside just to make sure it's working. I know I have... There it is. Come on. Is it too light? It should be alright, because I did have it spawning in here, and I carefully put all the fire so that it was just far enough away that you would get spawns, but maybe in 1.7 for some reason that's changed. Oh well, you have to take my word for it. I've got some ender balls so we can get out. Now, that's not all I've been working on, because remember I said I would do this and I would do the robot arm. Well, come with me. Come with me and we will see. I'm disappointed about that. I'm disappointed that the zombies wouldn't spawn for me. I'll have a play with that at some other time. You also notice I've... I can't remember if I'd done this before or not, but I have now got the glass wires running to their destination. What I haven't done so far is build the new larger portal. That's because I think I've used up all my obsidian elsewhere, and I need to just go downstairs and get some more obsidian. Downstairs? Down into the mines. I have a good obsidian source back near my house. We've lost the home and back commands at the moment because, again, they haven't been updated for 1.7 yet. So I've been tidying up around here. We now have a nice sandstone walkway and proper walls along here, proper walkway, and some sunken bits and pieces. This is where I've been doing construction work for the parade ground, which we now have. Now all intact, and of course it doesn't need lighting because it's half slabs. And I tidied up the surrounding mountain on that side. I haven't on this side because I'm probably going to encase that in a building. And I actually was originally I started to carve a walkway through this valley when a creeper went off in a little hole next to it, revealing a cave inside here that was perfect. But I'll explain why it was perfect. Because on the other side we've now got this. What's this? Well, I'm going to go round and show you from the other angle. So let's use an ender ball. Go up by the top. This is the organic type shell of the robot arm. I'm going to put some things on it. I'm not quite sure how that's going to work to make it look quite right. Probably I'll use fence bits. But the robot arm comes up and down and then grabs hold of the train. as it's obviously it doesn't actually grab hold of the train. I wish I could do that in vanilla, but I can't. But I'd started to plot out the structure for this, the scaffolding for it, and then as I was coming down here one day, like I say, the creeper went off and blew this hole in the side, and I suddenly thought, oh look, there's this perfect cave which I've now squared off and made into this room. And it just so happened it ran beautifully from the parade ground on this side, almost perfectly right up to where I plotted the beginning of the robot arm. And so then on I thought the robot arm has got to be hollow. It had to be hollow. So I've made this all out of snow. I was going to use some of the new 1.7 blocks, but I decided really just to stick with snow because it actually looks perfectly all right. The fact that it's all white and everything makes it look very artificial and strange. And I didn't take any pictures of the scaffolding. I suppose I should have done to show how I did it, but I wanted this kind of weird organic shape, and it has two joints rather than a single elbow joint. And you can drop down in here from the grabber onto Geronimo's rail track. And yeah, there are mobs around here. Oh, it's him that's complaining. The only way back up again is to use an ender ball. I did think about running a ladder down, but it would have been a bit awkward because it would have got in the way of the train. I like the idea in some ways, the idea that it's kind of just some organic form that's reaching out, almost like this is an alien arm or some sort of weird smoke creature. Right, so we'll make our way back. Of course, if you've got any ideas how I can make this, the outside of this look more robotic rather than just this. Then again, I like the organic shape. I deliberately went with the idea that it would be an organic shape. It wouldn't just be a metal tube or something like that. But I think at the same time it should have some sort of metal framework on it that makes it look more like it is under robotic control. As for what I'm going to do with this area, as I say, it probably will be a control building for the arm, or a research building, but I probably won't hollow it out. I know I've said that before. I usually end up hollowing them out, but I probably won't this time because it's just. This is a hidden area. This is what was the top of the cave, because we got the desert up here, the support for the desert, and when I put the roof in, I thought, well, I don't want to square it all up to the top because obviously all the sand would drop down. So I just took it up to the sandstone level, and then I thought, well, I've still got some of this space up here, so I thought, well, let's make a little ladder up and call it upper storage, and hide things up there, all sorts. Who knows? Who knows what they do up there? It's all secret. And now. Oh, I've come up here, I don't know why, because there was one other thing I was going to show you. I did, after the last episode, I have tidied up the floor of the other, well, the floor and the mountainside wall of this building. So it's all been changed. I would have done more episodes, as I say, but I was convinced that sooner or later Optifine would be done. But I can only assume that 1.7 has broken pretty much everything. So we've got a nice smooth stone floor here now to match the other room. I've cleaned up this interface with the mountain so that again that's smooth stone, and this tunnel is also now clean, and so the whole thing connects up together as a nice smooth stone surface. I don't know what I'm going to put into these buildings. I mean, I've looked at this structure and the height of the tunnel there, and I've thought to myself, it suggests 3 levels, and I could do it, but there's so much space to fill with buildings, I'm not sure I'm going to do too much interior on those. I just think they're nice shapes. And when we used to have the live map, again, which we don't have at the moment, the live map, it was great seeing the whole site from the live map. I haven't seen the robot arm from the live map yet, actually. So I saw it when the scaffolding was there, but post 1.7, of course. Haven't seen it. Let's go back to the UFO, see if we can hear any zombies wandering around. There's one. I can hear one. We've got an alien. A delicious alien. Where is he? Come on. Let's see if we can see him. If I jump in, he'll attack me. But this is a video. This is brave stuff. Oh, there he is. Sometimes that you can even hear them catch fire. Go on, go away, go away. Well, there you go. It seems that they do now appear. They do appear more during the night. Oh, there's another one. Oh, there he is. They make good aliens, the zombies, don't they? And of course, sometimes you get the little zombies as well. So that's where we are right now. Oh, of course, I've kind of slightly spoiled my runway, but yeah, I thought you couldn't have a crashed UFO without throwing up some debris, could you? It wouldn't make any sense. There you go. There's one that's run into the fire. I saw one of these villagers love-hearting recently, so I don't know if they've had another baby. I didn't add any doors, unless I had a door to the front of this. It may have been close. No, I didn't. Okay. The only other thing I thought it could have been, although I don't think it's within their villager radius, is they could have considered maybe this to be one of their houses, or even this, but that might be stretching things. Ultimately, I do want to build a little walkway along here and open it up to the villagers, but I'm also well aware that the natural tendency of the villagers to shy away from the fringes of the village would mean that they probably wouldn't use these buildings at all anyway. Is this more than 30 blocks? Because what I could do, the other possibility, is bring a villager all the way over here, and this could start a new village. It's a possibility. I did think about putting villagers in the UFO, but when you've got zombies already, who cares? You know, zombies are much better aliens. The other thing I've thought about is, although it would be a pain getting that much snow, is kind of just enveloping some of this area in snow, making it kind of the body of the creature or something, but we have a problem with snow at the moment, in that I've been getting it from the taiga over there, which you can't quite see at the moment. It's still taiga, but of course it no longer snows post 1.7. It rains, so all this snow is non-renewable. What I should do is make a couple of snowmen and use them to generate snow, but I just couldn't be bothered to get a pumpkin. I was lazy enough not to get a pumpkin, but industrious enough that I gathered all this snow. So you know, you give some and you take some, don't you? Who's that? That's a baby zombie. Now where is he? There must be a cave in here. There must be a cave in there. I'm tempted to look. Either that or it's a very, very, very depressed sheep. There is a chicken around here. There's an Area 51 chicken as well. Well, as ever, that's the way things stand at the moment for Area 51. So please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.